Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Been a busy couple of weeks around here. I haven't had a lot of time to make videos and edit and that kind of thing, so I've just been using all my time that I do have to get some of this stuff done, kind of caught up. So I wanted to make a video and get you guys kind of up to speed about what I'm doing and kind of what's going on around here. Today and the last, I'd say, week, been really hazy. Looking off into the distance, we've got some wildfires to the north of here, and it's causing a huge amount of haze and overcast. So I'll give you guys a good view of that. Hopefully the camera picks it up. Yeah, let's go ahead and head on over to the first thing I've been working on. So while we're out here, this is a lot of the bricks and stones and everything that I tore up. And you'll see why in a minute. But check out, see if you guys can see this. There you go, over that way. If you look back by them trees, just bluish, kind of grayish haze back there, and that's what I'm talking about. And obviously the sun is kind of behind the clouds and behind the smoke. Can't really smell it, but definitely see it. All right, so this is the back of my house, and there used to be a deck that went from this corner over to right about here. And you can see as I was tearing it out, I damaged the siding pretty good, so I'll have to fix that. But we tore that out, and I had a 27-foot by 13-foot deck, or I'm sorry, patio poured, and connected it to the sidewalk here, which goes around to the front. Doesn't that look nice? I love the look of new concrete. He came yesterday and he pulled off all the boards. I'm thinking in here what we're going to do is dig this out and probably put some marble rock in there, a few plants. I'm not totally sure yet, but we'll see how it works. And so that just connects right there to the steps. So that's the first thing I was working on. Before that happened, I spent 2 days and I dug for these drains. I got 1, 2, and 3. Tied those two together, and they come down here and go to a pop-up. This one here goes to this pop-up. So before this concrete sidewalk got poured, I wanted to make sure to get that done so the water flows away from the house. It's probably one of the best things you can do to a house for the foundation is get that water away from it. Put gutters on it and divert it. He's still got to come back, cut lines in this, and make it look more like a sidewalk. But other than that, I'm really happy with it. It's been sitting here for 3 days now. No, 2 days now drying. So there you go. Let's go over here. So the second thing that I was working on was enclosing this. Now I don't have the doors put on here yet, but I did get all the sheet metal work done, even in the back. This is my 9.5 foot tall 12 by 20 shelter logic that I had covered with steel. And we come inside and you'll notice that to give it a little bit more rigidity, because I have these steel studs here, I went ahead and I put wood all the way around the frame. And back here, just to help, because on my other carport, when I put these steel studs in, we had a storm come through and it started bending that metal in. Sorry about that. Started bending that metal in from the outside, and I had to push the wall back out and anchor it down to the asphalt. So on here, I put these 2x4s to help with that, to help make these steel studs more rigid. And then you can see right here in the middle, I drove a piece of angle iron and bolted it down. So this wall is solid. I mean, it's not going anywhere. So that was the second thing I was working on, getting this tractor shed all closed up. Now I do have some treated plywood that I'm going to use for the doors, and I'll build a nice frame to keep it straight because it's hard to get good quality wood right now. But before winter, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and enclose that. All right, so number 3, we're down by the garden, and you can see what I've been doing. I've been putting this black fabric, I guess you'd call it. It's more of a tarp material, but I've been putting it down because I just cannot control the weeds. I work a full-time job. I gotta kind of find ways to help myself out. So this part here was there since last year. What I'm doing is adding all of this. This garden is 50 feet by 150 feet. And I got some of these plants in. This is all rows of tomatoes. This is all tomato, tomato, tomato. And I spaced them out a little bit more this year. You can see how close I had them last year. I just skipped every other one. These tomato plants get so dang big that it's almost impossible. And it looks like we've had some die. I should have one here, here, here. I wonder if something's eating them. And there, and there. Yeah, something's got to be eating them. That was a tomato plant. But I don't know how anything can get in here. I've got it all fenced off. Maybe it's the birds. Oh, that's how it goes. We got some cucumbers here growing. These little guys here are peppers. Hopefully they grow up to be big. And you can see everything wants to grow down here. This is in a kind of a valley area, and it has a lot of nutrients, very good soil. So we're just gonna do this. I think that'll take care of it, and I'll be able to harvest without having too much of an issue of pulling weeds. Over here, these are Jerusalem artichokes. I planted 5 of them last year, and you can see what's happened in just that 1 year. I also have a timer. So I've got a timer here, and I've got a timer up on the hill. And that way, while I'm at work and it's 90, 95 degrees and hot and dry, today it's really dry and it has been for the last 14 days, I don't have to worry about my plants dying from the heat. And so that keeps them watered. Over here, we got some volunteer garlic that I never took up last year. So this whole row is garlic. I'm going to see how that turns out. And we have a few onions here. I think these are white, and over here are red. Over here on the outside, I've got kind of protected here some strawberries. I ordered those from California. They're somewhat of a big strawberry. I can't remember the name of them. And then we got some Egyptian walking onions, which almost died, as you can see, because it got so dang dry here. And those are washer tubs. So they make good planters. They got holes in them already. They have good drainage. So I saved 2 of them and used them for planters. All right. And the fourth thing is I went and took this down out of a local factory, and it was in the way of some pallet racking that they want to put up. And I don't think anything's wrong with it. The problem I have with it, it's an old Resnor, but the problem I have is I don't know how many BTU it is. I know I'd like to put it in this barn. Probably won't need the regulator either. But I guess all I can do is maybe run a 1-inch line and hope that it's going to be enough. But I think if I'm looking at this right, and if anybody else knows, maybe you could let me know, but it's got 9 burn chambers here. Some of the ones that I've seen that have 5 are 75,000 BTU. So I'm almost wondering if this is 150 or somewhere around there. It was pretty nasty when I got it. I took some spray nine and I wiped the entire thing down and it cleaned up pretty good. So hopefully that'll be a future video. I am going to have to run gas probably a good 125 feet to get it to where I need it. And we got some challenging circumstances to get it out here. I've got a driveway I got to go across. I've got some drain tile, 4-inch drain tile run between the house and this barn. And because it's corrugated or ribbed, I don't know what you would call it, it's hard to push anything through it. So it's something we're going to have to address. I will have to be digging down because I would like to put it up here, probably take all these wheels down, put it right about there, and I'll show you that drain tile I've got. It's over here. Here we go. Down there. So, actually, no, it's this one. I'm sorry. That's something else. But that's where we're going to have to get it up through. So we'll probably have to dig on the outside of the barn on the wall here and dig down and see if we can open it up there, because I don't think I can make that bend. In the past, I've tried to run just a little string through it, and I put 3 shop vacs on one end and a leaf blower on the other, and some kind of ball on one end, and I still couldn't get it to go through. So one way or the other, we'll get it out here, but it's going to be a challenge. All right, well, that's pretty much the 4 biggest things I had going on over the last 2 weeks. Took up a lot of time. It's like I said, I work full time too, so been very, very busy. I'm sore, and we're gonna get through it. But we'll have to keep going on the garden. I'm gonna put some more of that material down. I've got some squash and zucchini. Probably get some other plants to put in there too, and maybe we can go in depth more on how I do my gardening and kind of how it works for me rather than I work for it. And hopefully we can get a video going on that natural gas hanging heater. That's going to be something. That's going to be kind of quite difficult. But I want to get it installed, and this winter I'll have a good reliable heat source out there. I still want to work on that old wood stove that wasn't drafting right and see if I can't get that thing to work right too. So anyhow, thank you for watching, and if you haven't, subscribe, maybe like, comment, and I hope you have a good day. I'll see you on the next video.